Alright, this is Chris Ritchie here, and I'm here to tell you something real serious. Listen to STS Radio. 'Cause it's fucking awesome. And that's all I got to say about that.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Welcome to STS Radio.
You just wait and see how far we're gonna go.
Because regular radio fucking sucks.
Oh, hell yes. It's a new podcast in the air. I smell it. Or maybe it's just
Smell
Axe.
something.
That's probably new axe that I got. Oh, anyways. Welcome to STS
Does
Radio.
it smell like chocolate?
No, it doesn't. What kind
Does
is
it smell
this?
like ass?
I hope not. Is it gold?
Does it smell like angry veterans who want an extra 10% discount?
That's a story for another fucking day.
It
son-
is.
You Christ punching motherfucker. Anyways,
I gotta tell you right now, I probably have like 1 million pieces of incense on my floor because of all that fucking debacle just to get this thing set up. I had some incense that I was gonna burn during the cast, you know?
Yeah.
And it fell on the floor. It's like a stick, right? So these little thin sticks. I must have rolled over with a chair or just, got my fat all over it. They're broken into like 1 million pieces.
That's what a vacuum cleaner
I'm
is
a little,
for.
but oh my god, it's just been that kind of night, sir.
Yeah, it's just been one of those days, man. Fucking fuck it.
Fuck it in the neck.
Fuck it right in the mouth, cunt.
Exactly.
Oh man. So how you been, sir? It's been a
How
while.
you been? Great minds, man. Great minds.
Yeah, and then there's us.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we do exist. Yeah.
Yeah, sadly, we exist. Anyways. Yeah, so welcome to STS Radio, everybody. I'm Andrew Moss. With me is, most of the time, is Bruce Gates.
Hey.
Oh man, fucking I don't even know, I don't even know where to go with this fucking podcast.
Well, you could do the part 2 there.
I could do that, yeah,
The radio nightmares, if you will.
Yeah, for those that don't know, last week we did an episode of STS Radio where I explained why I'm not in radio at this time right now. I'm quote unquote on the beach in the industry terms.
Is that really a term in the industry of radio?
Yeah, if you're fired, let go, retired, it means you're on the beach. I don't get it either. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck, I don't understand half of this shit.
Like there is no fucking beach.
Yeah, there is no fucking beach. I checked for it, man. There is none.
I wasn't even offered a beach.
Yeah, I wasn't even given a fucking umbrella or a blanket or anything, man.
I wasn't even walked out to the beach.
Yeah.
I was walked out, just not to the beach.
Yeah. So
Like a dude whom you respected immensely, and wow, that sucked.
Yeah, I still respect him immensely, man. He's a cool dude.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, so like I was
It's
saying,
not his fault that he got fucking called into that.
No, he had no idea what was going on until like that day. So
Right.
yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, for those that don't know, we did a 2-hour podcast explaining at least the first part of the story about why I'm not in radio currently, and it was just my 5-year experience at WZLX. So if you want to go back and listen to that one before you probably listen to this one.
And honestly, it probably could have gone on longer if it weren't for the fact that I had a weak bladder.
Yeah, man, you got a fucking bladder like a child.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because, remember I had that passing out thing?
Yes.
Well, ever since then, I've been drinking like a shit ton more water. So I've been visiting the loo much more often.
Huh.
So I was like, oh my fucking god. I was dying.
Because
Because I must have had like, I don't know, 3 glasses of water before that particular episode.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
You start wearing Depends.
So
during these
lesson
things.
learned.
Lesson learned by Depends.
Yes.
Oh man. So
Or drink less water, be more moderate about it.
yeah, I'm not gonna stop you from drinking fucking water though.
Well, no, just in moderation.
Yeah.
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 Anyway,
Anyways, so
that's not what we're here to talk about.
yeah. So like I was saying, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do part 2 now or just go back and do some goofy shit with you, and then fucking we'll
With the
revisit.
funny.
Yeah, and then we'll fucking revisit it at another time or whatnot, and then just fucking put it in the rearview mirror and be done with it.
I'm happy to make with the funny. Whatever you want to do, sir.
I really got nothing else right now.
Well, fucking A. Then ding, ding, ding. Round 2, ladies and gentlemen. In this corner, a shitty radio station from New Hampshire.
Yeah. So when we left off, I had just been let go from ZLX. Probably about about a week later after I got let go, I was offered a producer spot at this radio station in New Hampshire, and it was located in Nashua, which fucking I went to college up there. So fucking nice little town and whatnot. I looked out the area. It's like maybe a mile from not even a mile from where we went to college.
Yeah.
So I was at least familiar with the area, at least a little bit. I hadn't been up there in I don't know how many years, but
But it would probably come back quick.
yeah. But this actually takes place. I can rewind this a little bit further, and I think it was like beginning of last year, beginning of 2014. I had sent them the demo and whatever else. I was just like, here's everything I got, and they gave me a call back and they're like, oh, have you ever been on the air and whatnot? And I was like, well, on occasion, like, you don't have like your own show or anything? Like, I was like, I got my own podcast. That's pretty much it. Like, wow, you sound like you've been on the air for a while. And I'm like, all right, I can.
Well, I did say I have a podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a podcast that maybe 5 people listen to, but hello, everybody.
But that is experience. I mean, even if people don't listen, you're still, getting getting your chops, if you will.
Oh yeah, if you listen to the podcast now compared to what it was like, say 3-4 years ago when it started, it's holy shit. It is so much fucking better.
Even your interviews are better.
My interviews,
in my opinion, I think listening to your interviews over time, I think it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit sharper. Every interview at least.
And I'm not saying your old ones were shitty or anything. It's just I think you're a better interviewer now than you were before. And it was cool that even Adam Richmond was like, "Hey man, you're a great interviewer." I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. It was like a little feather in my cap. Very nice. So I think it was like April or May, I think. I get a phone call from him saying, "Hey, we've decided to go in another direction with the producer role." And I'm like, there's that fucking term again.
Line.
There's that fucking line, man. Everybody fucking uses it. And it's like, well, what different direction could you possibly fucking take?
Right. You either have a producer or you don't.
Yeah.
And there kind of isn't a don't in this particular case.
Yeah, it's, going in a different direction, it's, okay, we decided not to hire a producer because the show hosts want to have the control themselves. Okay, no problem. That's a different direction. I kudos to that.
I suppose that is an option.
That is absolutely an option. That was not the option, though. Fast forward to August, probably about a week after I had gotten let go from ZLX, I got a phone call saying, hey, this is... I don't even know if I want to give her fucking name out, but...
Stacy.
No, that's actually pretty close to what it was.
I didn't even try.
No,
I just blurted out the first name I thought of that wasn't the one we were talking about before.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine because their names are in the fucking show title anyways. So, but yeah, it was Tracy from the Tracy and Paul show, and they were on WX.
Oh, shit.
What?
I said, "Oh shit, that's funny."
Yeah,
I was pretty close.
Yeah, amazingly, man. You got fucking Rain Man over here. But yeah, she calls me up and she says, "Hey, the producer role is back up. Are you still interested?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely, absolutely." So she's like, "Okay, well, would you be able to come to an interview? We're going to meet up at the new building up in Concord. I said, sure, when do you need me there? So I think she said one day, I think it was like a Friday at like noon or something like that. So I'm like, all right, sure enough. So I leave here at about 7 in the morning because I'm just like, I know I'm going to hit fucking traffic. I know it's going to be a fucking pain in the dick to get up there. So I drive for like the 2 hours to drive up there. And I get there probably about 15 minutes before the fucking interview. Yeah.
Damn.
So,
you're usually like an hour early to everything.
Yeah, I try and be as early as I can, or at least, on time, because I hate being fucking late for anything, because I just feel like a douchebag about it. So, I go to the meeting, I meet with... the general manager of, apparently, I didn't even know this during the interview, but I met with their general manager from, not really the general manager, but more like the program director for the country station that they were on. They're broadcasting on a classic hit station and a country station.
Like a sister station kind of thing?
Yeah, like they were under the same ownership, but, it's just two different stations. Like one plays country, one plays classic hits at the time.
Gotcha.
So, I'm not gonna give this guy's name out because, fuck it. So I meet with the cat, and he basically says, all right, can you tell me a little bit about your experience? This is like the first time he's meeting me. So it's him and both Tracy and Paul in the room with me, and like I'm fucking nervous because I'm like, fuck, I didn't even have to like interview for the ZLX job. I'm fucking nervous. I hadn't been on a job interview in I don't know how long. So I'm just like, fuck, just don't fuck up. Try and be funny if you can. This is, if you're ever going to be funny during an interview, this is it, man. So, crack a couple jokes and whatnot. And they're laughing, like, all right, everything's kind of cool. I'm kind of settling down. And one question was asked, like, would you be able to work at the radio station up in West Lebanon? I'm like, I don't even know where that is. He's like, oh, it's like northwest New Hampshire. I'm just like, well, how far is that? He's like,
you're like, where is that in relation to Europe?
Yeah.
Like, no, not overseas.
Yeah, we need you to drive to France every morning. Like, okay.
We bought you a globe.
Yeah. So me, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, sure. So just remember that because that's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. So they give me a call back about a week later. And it was kind of funny. Like before that interview, they said, "Hey, here's the plan. We want to, do the interview with you, and then we'll take you out to lunch." It's like, yeah, no problem, man. That's fine. They called me up about the day beforehand. They're just like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to cancel lunch. We got some personal shit going on." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine, whatever." I was like, "God damn it, I'm missing lunch now too, motherfuckers." So yeah. So after the interview. We go downstairs in like this, there's like a little conference room or something like that, and I'm just kind of shooting the shit with them, with the show host for a little bit. They're trying to get an idea of my character, I'm trying to get an idea of theirs and whatnot, and everything seems kosher. So, we say our goodbyes and whatnot, and about a week, probably about a week later, I get a phone call saying, "Hey, you've got the job. Here's, the starting pay is $12 an hour." I'm like, "Fucking hey, that's more I was making than I was making at ZLX." Already a good sign. And they said, there's two things you need to know though. I said, "Sure. What's the thing?" And they said, "Okay, to start off, you're going to be training with us in Nashua, and then chances are there's a slim to none chance that you may have to go up to West Lebanon to be the show producer up there." I'm like, okay, I guess that's kosher, I guess, whatever. So
you're like, as long as it's slim to none.
Yeah, I was like, slim to none, that's fine. And they said, even if you do, chances are you're not going to have to do it that long because we're moving to the new building in Concord, the one where you did the interview at. I was like, yeah, it's a nice place. So they said, yeah, chances are we're going to be moving up there. Like, the owner wants this move done, like, from Nashua and West Lebanon. Like, he wants it done by January 1st. Like, whole, like, they even showed me, like, here's the